guys, you're watching The Morning Score, your top-of-day fix for professional and for college sports and for gaming. And it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off.
Wow, that was kind of You guys appreciate our throwback to Nelly, because it's getting hot in Cleveland, which is what we're talking about, segment 2. It is getting hot in Cleveland. Now, we're all used to making these way too soon predictions for the NBA power rankings, and even in like football, there are all these ridiculously early preseason rankings, but you gotta have them. You gotta have something to talk about, you know? Right. So, the beginning of the season, we were all like, oh, Cleveland's gonna just tear it up, and then they had a slump. And now that LeBron is back from his quote-unquote injury, they are on an 8-2 run. So a couple of weeks ago, we were like, oh, Atlanta's gonna win the East. They're projected to win the East and go to the NBA Finals. Now we're all on Cleveland's jock. Is Cleveland getting hot? What, he thought I was gonna say something else? No. Is Cleveland getting hot a legit thing in the East? Ready, set, go.
This is how I feel about it. Yes, I think it's a legit thing. The thing that worries me by making that prediction this early in the season is the fact that without LeBron, who I get he's back and he's healthy from nursing that back and knee injury thing he had going on there, but say he gets hurt again, the team can't carry without him, and then you've got a team like Atlanta or the Warriors who can carry if one person got hurt. So I feel like, you know, like as a team, like God forbid something happened. That's why I wouldn't put my money on Cleveland at this current point in time.
I'm not putting my money on Cleveland. They're good. They're very good. They're hot right now. But in the East, they're going to be playing some teams with some serious big men, like my Chicago Bulls. And the Cavs are a little short with big men. Now, Mozgov, picking that dude up, that guy is a beast. In the last 10, he's almost averaging a double-double. I mean, he is a beast. But if he goes down, Verjau's already gone for the season. They've got nothing. They're lights. And they cannot go in to this game if Mozgov gets in foul trouble, if he gets hurt, if he's just having a bad game. Cleveland is in trouble. And to me, the worst thing that could happen for the NBA is if the Cavs and the Bulls stay in that 4 and 5 spot, because then they would play each other in the first round of the playoffs, and that should be your Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion.
Okay, so to that point, I predict that the Cavs are going to move up to 3. So I think
had that too.
That's what you think?
Yes,
too?
I think too.
So I think it's going to end up being Atlanta 1, first round. So Atlanta 1, Raptors 2, Cleveland 3, Bulls 4. So as far as worrying about the Bulls and Cavaliers facing each other first round, I think they're going to face each other maybe in the finals, but definitely not the first round. But here's what I am concerned about. I don't know that LeBron's injury was legit. Now, I am a conspiracy theorist when it comes to this, but look at Carmelo Anthony, who just now declared this today, actually, that he's out for the rest of the season. And think about like in the 80s and the 90s, where players played all 82 games. I don't remember Michael Jordan or David Robinson or Magic Johnson, and maybe I'm having selective memory, but I don't remember the superstars taking 11 games to just chill out. You know?
Hell no.
I don't remember that. And so
but as far as Carmelo Anthony, like the Knicks are terrible.
No, I know that.
So if he does have some sort of injury, go get better.
Yes, you know, I'm not saying that he should fight through this injury. All I'm saying is that superstars today versus yesteryear tend to really take a little bit more leniency when it comes to resting. So I don't even know that LeBron was really injured. And I'm only saying that because I don't really think that he was injured to worry about him being injured later on. So he's going to be there. Like LeBron James is that team. He was Miami. That's why they got to the finals 4 years in a row. Look how Miami's doing well now. Like they're barely hanging on to an eighth seed. He is that team. He's going to be healthy. Right. LeBron never gets injured except for Crampgate last year.
Yeah.
But what I think that the Cavaliers really have to Crampgate. You know, and I was like, I have cramps once a month, every 28 days. I still go to work.
I'm here right now, aren't I?
Amazing.
But I really think the Cavaliers have to really work on their three-point shooting. What did you say, Trevor?
Oh, I just said, yeah, I'm just going along with you.
I think that the Cavaliers' biggest problem is shooting beyond the arc. They're only 35% from the arc. You have Atlanta, who's shooting 39% from the arc right now. They're also the middle of the pack.
I have a solution for that. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Oh.
The Cavaliers are also the middle of the pack when it comes to defense. So you have teams like Atlanta who are above them on those stat lines. That's something to really worry about. I'm not worried about LeBron. I'm not worried about Moskov. I think that they have to really get up their three-point shooting game. That's what I think.
I think that the Cavs are definitely working better as a team. You know, with LeBron, their motion is so good. But to get them to the 3rd seed, this is what they have to do. They have to get Ray Allen, free agent. He's got it. He's got it. Epic shooter. Loved him since his Celtics days. Get Ray Allen, and then they'll be.
Always comes back to Boston.
It always goes back to the Jets. So you know what? I will work it.
See, I'm gonna go. I don't think anybody's catching the Hawks.
Okay.
Just to get to the playoffs.
Right.
Nobody's catching the Hawks. But I can see the Bulls actually hitting the number 2 mark and the Cavs 3, or you can even flip-flop that because the Bulls are coming into their own. Derrick Rose, he's blooming. You know, LeBron, he's taken over. That team is gelling as well. Kevin Love's decided to play some basketball. You know, good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the Ray Allen story. Jesus Shuttleworth, he got game. I don't know if he's going to have that big of a dip. Late in the game, when you need that sniper 3, that's your man.
Yeah.
But I don't really see him having that much playing time. But
in playoff basketball, all you need, well, I can't say all you need, but in playoff basketball is those pieces like the Ray Allens, like those tenured veterans who can come in, you know, with, I don't know, 7 minutes left to go in the game, hit 3 or 4 threes from, you know, from beyond the arc, obviously, that can get you a tie or get you a 10-point lead. So, yeah, he's not going to be jamming out the whole game. I mean, he's like 40-something years old. I'm exaggerating, but he is 40. I don't expect for him to play whatever, you know, an entire game.
And
they don't need him for that.
Either.
Yeah, they don't need him for
throw
that.
him in when you need him.
But he would be a good playoff piece for the Cavaliers. Like I think that would be I think that would be good.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
You know.
J.R. Smith's going to get all riled up, though, because he wants to take that last second 3.
How about J.R. Smith saying earlier this week that, or was it last week, he was like, oh, you know, I feel like I'm more productive in Cleveland because in New York, there's so many more things to do. So in Cleveland, I just have to concentrate on basketball, which makes me think about Johnny Manziel and Josh Gordon. Like, they were like, well, we're so bored, we're going to find something to get into. And J.R. Smith is like, I'm so bored, I'm going to concentrate on my sport. So.
J.R. Smith's more productive in Cleveland because he's got Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Kevin Love.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I think that's a cop-out.
What?
That they're more productive because of these surroundings. Like, if you can't be determined and if you can't get up and do your job every day and that be your focus, you're going to lose it one way or another, eventually.
See, you know what? J.R. Smith has always kind of been a head case, so I believe him. Like, I believe that he needs to be in a place that has the least bit of activity so that he can focus. I'm buying it because, I mean, look how much his game has improved since he's been at Cleveland. Now, it could be also because he's playing with the greatest basketball player who's on the court right now, but the man said, look, I have nothing to do in Cleveland but play basketball. The man said it, I believe it. I'm buying it.
All right. I don't know that I buy it.
Okay.
In the end, I just think the Cavs need another big man. They don't have them. Another big man, they're not going to the finals.
And I have one more song I want to sing to all you Atlanta fans out there.
Here we go.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. The Cavs are for real. I know, I like it seriously. Like, yeah, I know.
How great of a story would that be, though?
What?
Like, if they win the whole thing.
Oh, I would absolutely love it.
I mean, that would be a great story for Cleveland.
It would be.
That's all I'm going to
It would
say.
be a great story.
They deserve something, Cleveland.
They do. They do.
Yeah, after everything.
Atlanta, watch out for the Cavs if you guys face them in the NBA, in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think your luck will run up.
Aren't you supposed to be like in Atlanta? Like, aren't you from Atlanta? Where's your roots?
I'm from Georgia.
Traitor.
I'm from Georgia. But listen.
Georgia?
I got to be analytical. Ultimately, got to be analytical.
I was going with you on that one.
I mean, we're going to be a musical, so.
You know? All right, guys, stick around for our next segment called Versus. We are going to talk about the head-to-head matchup between none other than All-Star Weekend versus New York Fashion Week versus Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary. Up next on The Morning Score.